Why hello there beautiful people, Caz Blackheart back with another Sacramento State Legacy video here on College Hoops 2K8, and we're coming off winning the Hangar Challenge as we defeated Yale 73-50 in the last video. Make sure you go check that out before you get any further into this one. And now we have a very tough matchup coming up this week as we take on the 11th ranked team in the nation, the Ohio State University Buckeyes. But we'll take a gander at the stats through the first 3 games of the season. Right now, Mark Gibson is actually averaging a double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, also averaging 4 assists and 3 steals per game, along with 1.3 blocks per game. So he's having a really good freshman campaign so far. Clarence Foster with 16 points. Not as good as I really expected him to be, but still has done a pretty good job the past 2 games. And now we take on the Buckeyes. Everybody knows Ohio State has a great football program, but their basketball programs have been pretty good as well. Keep in mind, they did finish as the runner-up in the NCAA tournament in 2007 and made the Final Four in 2012, so they're not as good as their football program, but their basketball program is still a force to be reckoned with. So we check out their starting lineup. They got Alex Newsom at point guard, Lionel Ali as the shooting guard, Scotty McFadden as the small forward, Galen Iyadi as the power forward, and Cornell Victoriano, the 7-foot center. And we have the same starting lineup as before: Hornsby, Foster, Bills, Leno, and Gibson. Let's get into the action now. Ohio State with the ball early on. Here's Ali driving right past Gibson and is able to get the bucket. So it's a 2-0 lead for Ohio State early on. But Sacramento State going to clap back almost immediately as Foster hits the 3 to make it 3-2. McFadden going to shoot a 3 now. Drains it, and Ohio State takes the lead right back. So now here's Bills working a little pick and roll with Gibson. Gibson going to get the layup after the feed from Bills, and he ties the ball game up at 5. Now here's Newsom pulling up from mid-range, gets the bucket despite pretty good defense from Bills there. And then here's a 3. It's going to go in. Ali with a nice 3 there to make it a 5-point game. And then McFadden drives baseline and gets a beautiful layup to go. Ohio State up by 9. And they're taking it to Sacramento State now. Here's Newsom passing inside. And Yadi's going to get the layup. And it's going to be an 11-point lead for Sacramento State. Bill's trying to hit a 3, no good. Leno with the rebound, goes back up with it. Gets the bucket and the foul. So now Sacramento State trying to make a bit of a comeback. They're down 10, and then Swoger going to get the pass stolen by Mayer. Here comes Ohio State. The pass inside. McFadden going to get an easy layup, and now they're up by 12 with 8 minutes to go. But Gibson going to get a layup and the foul. And Sacramento State again trying to make a little bit of a comeback here. Now down 21-9. Here's Foster from the corner going to drain a 3. And Sacramento State pulls within single digits. But Queen going to miss the free throw there. But he ends up forcing a steal. And he's going to get a dunk for his efforts. So now Sacramento State cuts it to a 6-point deficit. Here's Victoriano just working Queen right into the low post. And he gets the bucket. Now Foster going to try a 3, no good. And then a big steal there by Leno. He's going to pass it back to Foster. He's going to pull up, drains a 3, and now it's just a 5-point game. But then Ohio State has a 3-2 advantage, and they get a good bucket there by Mayer. And Ohio State with a 7-point lead now. McFadden working against Swoger, gets an easy bucket. And it's going to be a 9-point lead for Sacramento State. But here comes Queen with another dunk. Nice assist there from Swoger to make it a 7-point game. Just over 5 minutes to go. Ali going to pull up for 3, no good. Rebounded by Thibodeau. He goes back up with it, and he makes it a 9-point game. 4.5 minutes to go in the half. Here's Ali, passes back, and a nice 3 there by Mayer. He makes it a 12-point game. Now it's an 11-point game after some free throws by Sacramento State, but Victoriano gets a friendly roll. Now it's a 13-point ball game in favor of Ohio State. Now Jackson Steele working the post, passes out to Bills. He pulls up, and he's going to hit the 3 to make it a 10-point game. Now under 3 minutes to go. Mayer inside, and a beautiful pass over to Cuffey for the bucket. Now Ohio State with a 14-point lead. Cuffey again going to get another layup. And Ohio State has a 16-point lead. Sacramento State had to burn the timeout there. Now a minute to go. Cuffey with another easy layup. He's coming off the bench doing this damage to us. And then McFadden going to pull up, drains a 3, and Ohio State would go into the half up 46-25. It's been a long time since I've seen Sacramento State have this kind of deficit But look at the field goal percentage, and that's all you really need to know. Ohio State shooting 70%, while Sacramento State is shooting a very measly 25%. As McFadden leads all scorers with 13, Foster leads Sacramento State with 9. As the Hornets look to make a comeback here, Foster going to pull it for 3, drains it, and it's 46-28. So Sacramento State has a lot of work to do, but they got to play better defense than that as Newsom gets an easy dunk. And now Sacramento State trails by 20. And then Hornsby turns it over, but then Sacramento State able to get it back as Gibson gets the bucket there. Bills got the steal, and it looked like Ohio State was about to throw it away, but instead they benefit off the press that Sacramento State was playing with, and now they're up by 20. Nice rebound by Ali. He goes back up with it, and now it's a 22-point lead. And then a big turnover there, and here's McFadden going in for the dunk, and now it's a 24-point lead for Ohio State. Gibson trying to do something to help out. Bill's going to pull up from the corner. No good. Rebounded. And now here comes Ohio State. McFadden again with another dunk. And it's just getting ugly now as Gibson gets a bucket there to make it a little less ugly, but it's still ugly right now. And Newsom inside to Thibodeau on a one-handed slam. I mean, if that doesn't summarize how this game has gone for Sacramento State, I don't know what will. Another fast break for him. And an easy bucket for Taft there, his first bucket of the game. It's a 28-point lead for the Buckeyes. Here's Bills trying to make it a little less ugly, but no good. Rebounded by Gibson, back up with it, and good. Just kind of padding some stats at this point. Although a comeback is possible, but the way Ohio State is playing right now, it's not very possible as they get another bucket. And now they're up by 31 points now. Gibson going to make it 29 and gets a foul there. Wouldn't make the free throw. Now, this is a crazy sequence right here. A few steals happen there, and then Leno going to get the dunk. So Sacramento State now just down 27. And now it's a 24-point game. A beautiful dunk by Queen, now down to 22. Sacramento State still putting up a fight here. Bill's going to pull it for 3. Gets a bucket to go. And now we're under 20. We're down 18. Crazier things have happened in any sport, so you can't sleep on Sacramento State, but then Ohio State's going to get an easy bucket there for Thibodeau. He has double figures now. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. A big steal there by Turksign. He's going to dunk it. It feels like Turksign always gets these type of steals. We could have done with those a lot earlier in the game, though. Foster going to pull it for 3, no good. Rebounded by Gibson. Back up with it. And now Sacramento State down just 17. Now a big steal there. Hornsby going to pass inside to Bills. He's going to get another layup. And now Sacramento State down 15. Anything's possible, but they got to stop Ohio State here. Cuffey going to get the layup, and they don't stop him there. As we hit the 2-minute mark, Sacramento State now down 17. Foster going to pull up from the corner. Drains a 3. We could have used a lot more of those earlier in the game, but better late than never, I guess, as Bill's going to pull up for 3. Drains it, and now Sacramento State down 11. They just need to make a few stops here, but it's not very likely as Ali's going to get to the bucket. And it's a 13-point game. That's not necessarily the dagger. We were out of this game for a while. Bill's going to try to hit a 3. No good. Here's Ohio State in transition. Ali going to take it to the hoop and put the exclamation point on this one as Ohio State dominates Sacramento State from wire to wire. 81-65 is your final. And the player of the game is Scotty McFadden. He had a huge game. 21 points. 9 of 10 from the field. 2 of 2 from three-point range. Didn't really do much of anything else other than that. He did have a steal, an assist, and 2 rebounds as well. And didn't really do a very good job of getting into the paint, but he definitely was a high-volume scorer for Ohio State. Clarence Foster leads Sacramento State with 18 points. Gibson had 14. Only 4 rebounds for him in this game. Bill Queen had 11 off the bench and 5 rebounds. And Benny Bills 11 and 6 and 4. Along with 2 steals. But again, McFadden led all scorers with 21 points in this game. Ali had 13 and 9, nearly had a double-double in this game, as did Thibodeau off the bench. And Sacramento State, a team that was known as a giant killer last year, really hasn't done a very good job of killing giants this year, as we've fallen to UCLA and Ohio State in games that were not very close at all. And now we see why Sacramento State wasn't ranked to begin the season. So we did end up simming the UC Davis game. Obviously, UC Davis is kind of a lower quality team, so I didn't feel like I needed to play this game. They did keep it close for a little bit, but then in the second half, you're going to see Sacramento State just dominated here, and we walk away with a 95-50 victory. Huge game for Clarence Foster, 20 points, 4 steals in this game. Hornsby had 16 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Bills had 10 rebounds. Leno had 16 points. Not a great game for Gibson, only 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists for him. But forget our offensive production. How about the defense in the second half? We only allowed 15 points in the second half, and we scored the same amount of points in the first half that they scored the entire game. That's pretty impressive, and that's a nice way to bounce back a little bit after the loss to Ohio State. But we got some tough games coming up. We got to play Georgetown, who's ranked. Then we have to play Florida, who's ranked as well. I don't know if Utah is ranked, but Utah is still a team that we're going to have to worry about. And we still got Texas looming over us pretty soon. And we can't overlook Buffalo. They'll definitely be ready to play when we face them. But overall, I think we can make it back to the tournament. We just got to get it together at this point. We got a lot of new pieces that are still not quite molded yet, but it will come with time. I definitely got faith in this team to make another run at a national championship, if not win it again. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day night whenever you're watching this. Like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you keep that mofo rolling. I love y'all 3,000. I'm outie 5,000. Deuces.